The city of Paris has declared a climate emergency. Paris's deputy mayor in charge of the environment announced the decision and stressed on the need to adhere to the objectives of the 2015 agreement. The declaration also said Paris City Hall would create a quote-unquote climate academy with the aim of better educating the young and the public about the issue. Ahead of municipal elections next year, Paris' socialist mayor is seeking to burnish her green credentials with climate change, a real concern for many voters. Britain's parliament became the first in the world to declare a climate emergency, passing the largely symbolic motion in May. New York City declared a climate emergency on June 26th, becoming the biggest city to make this announcement. According to the Climate Mobilization, a US NGO pushing for such declarations, some 650 local authorities in cities and towns across the world have now declared a climate emergency. And so the big question still remains, will world powers agree to decarbonize their economies now? Naturalist David Attenborough is of the opinion that there is no other option. Attenborough was speaking to British lawmakers. He said that a failure to tackle climate change could lead to a massive social unrest. Listen into what Attenborough had to say.
I'm okay, for the next decade. I'm okay, and all of us here are okay, because we won't face the problems that are coming. But the problems in another 20, 30 years are really major problems.
Attenborough commended Britain's record in making efforts to limit climate change. He said that the country's commitment towards a net zero carbon emission by 2050 could help galvanize broader international action. He said that the country started the Industrial Revolution must take a global lead in combating climate change. The naturalist was asked whether the move was enough. Here's what he had to say.
Yes, I do. My only hope is that we don't backslide. And the hope that no other country backslides either. It's a tough target. I mean, it's not an easy statement to have made, and it's going to cost money. I mean, that's the nub of it. I mean, it's not just piety, which anybody can express pious views. It's actually a practical commitment.
Attenborough is one of the world's most influential wildlife broadcasters. He has become increasingly outspoken about the risks posed by the climate crisis in recent years. Attenborough is the man behind the Planet Earth and Blue Planet documentaries. He said that the environmental impact of air travel should be factored into ticket prices. Attenborough told the British parliamentarians that he draws hope from an upsurge in environmental activism by the younger generation.